What is going on, Patreon Squad? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful week, and back at it again to go through the last 2 weeks of updates we missed last week because there essentially wasn't anything. We'll go through it real quick, but in terms of the updates, they had a little Android beta and a gold sync change. I've read through this already because I was interested, so, you know, I went through it without you guys, I'm sorry. But had a grand old time with it. In terms of what's going on here, basically they're just adding some ring light features to their client and they're testing it on Android, so that's what this beta was for. I was a little confused initially because I was like, you know, we've already gotten mobile on all the devices, so why do we need betas? But I guess that makes sense. Just kind of testing some of their different things that they're adding right here. You got buff bars, fishing spot indicators, HUD improvements, different skill helpers, Chambers helper, just a bunch of pretty useful things. I'm glad that they're working towards getting it there, it would seem. Beyond that, there are some Group Iron Man improvements that I actually do like. Personally, I'm not playing Group Iron Man or taking part in any way, but viewing it from an outsider's perspective, I am enjoying seeing the progress of others and also the progress of the things that they can see and do in games. So we have the group chat right here. Basically, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Group Iron Man can just talk amongst themselves, which is good because they play together. Got loot broadcasts as well. That's something I've been enjoying in the clan chat lately. You have the loot broadcasts and the skill broadcasts and stuff like that. So I think that makes a ton of sense with Group Iron players. I would have thought, honestly, that that was already a thing. I would have thought that both of these things were already a thing. So I'm glad that they got added because they seem like very useful and basic features that should be in a Group Iron Man. Beyond that, you have a group interface. If you like the clan interface, you're gonna love this because it's essentially the same thing but for groups. All right, gotcha. It's got the group status, number of players, number of lives, group prestige, leader's name, creation date. I still don't know how to see if people are prestige or not. I'm guessing it's on the leaderboards or something. I really have no clue. Beyond that, they actually, they added a literal gold sync that you can pay. What, is it 10 mil? Oh, it's 10 condensed gold, and a condensed gold costs 10 mil, so it's 100 mil for that sync. So yeah, basically the most useless thing, but maybe really rich, nice World 330 zaddies will come in and waste a bunch of GP on that. And then beyond that, you have the 900 mil that you can pay for the 400 bank spaces. It goes up incrementally from 1 to 2 to 5 to 10. Personally, on my Iron Man, I only unlocked 100 so far. I might at some point go for maybe like, another 100, but I don't think I'll go much beyond that. On my main accounts where I'm maxed, maybe, again, I could only see myself adding maybe 200 at the moment until I really start to need it. But yeah, I mean, 20, 50, 100, like these, I don't know, that's a lot. Maybe I put in the 20 mil just to get up to 1,000 bank spaces because that looks pretty clean, but yeah, beyond that, I mean, I was happy with those updates. It wasn't anything too significant. That was over the Thanksgiving week, so hopefully you guys did enjoy yourself and enjoyed the holiday. Maybe talk to some family or at least, some friends and other homies. From there, we have the Group Iron Man post-launch improvements. I'll give a quick peek at this, but I really don't think there's too much going on. So group storage expansion, hitting certain individual and group levels, completing combat achievement tiers, completing achievement diary tiers. We want to offer increased storage space as a reward for completing tasks that are specifically tailored to groups, ensuring that the path feels different when playing as a non-Iron character. We would therefore like to offer a group task consisting of things such as what we've already read. So basically, just adding more storage. I was going to say, I don't even know how much storage they have, so could expand from 80 all the way up to 200. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good, I would say. You'll probably accomplish a lot through normal group Iron play, but with a new system in place, doing it will feel so much more meaningful. Very nice. Emergency teleport shards. This is something I was really wondering because, yeah, Chambers of Xeric, you can't even get out of there. I've never really watched any group Iron Man go in there, but whenever I was in Chambers of Xeric on my hardcore, I was kind of wondering the same thing. I'm like, there's really no way out. And in my opinion, that's why they didn't make Chambers of Xeric a dangerous place for regular hardcores, and for a lot of these different places like Pest Control, Barbarian Assault, more so the Inferno and Jad, but basically you have no way out. So that makes a lot of sense. I don't really need to read too much more into that, but yeah, it's just going to be a nice little way to get out of these places for hardcores in the group. Player-owned house additions. Enter another player's house remotely. Currently, you can only enter another player's house if the owner is home. That's usually how it works in real life as well. We'd like to offer you the ability to visit a friend's house when they're out and about. Nice, that makes sense. I mean, kind of makes sense. It would just be so annoying if you're the person with a sick house and you just have to play a ton because people need to use it. So I could see that. Teleport to a group member's house. All right, I like both of those. I like all these updates. I mean, it seems very good, I would say. There's really nothing to be debated there. 11th Annual Golden Gnome Awards. Nominations open now. Oh boy, is this the year I win them all? God damn it. So yeah, I mean, I guess I could scroll through all this, but we usually see it. Best new video creator, best new... Oh, okay, so there's RuneScape and Old School, I see. Apparently people still play RS3, I had no clue. I like that though. Obviously Golden Gnomes are always a fun time. Sometimes controversial too. Last year was pretty wild. How does it work? Nominations are now open. Simply head to this link. Okay, so I gotta go over there and send my name in 100 times. Got it. Once the nominations are in, a panel will review all the nominees. Okay. All right. This whole panel. Love to see it. All right. Really nothing too much there. Just telling us that that's going to exist. I was wondering, this just came out. No, okay, yeah. I was going to say something wasn't here yesterday, and that's what wasn't here, this Golden Gnome thing. Because, like, it's supposed to go by date, and so I figured that this was the newest, but this is actually the newest, so that's a little weird. But the PJ timer beta and chat changes. So yeah, I mean, I don't think there's too many big updates. I guess I could scroll through here a little bit, but PJ timer beta, let's see. So on the subject of timing, we're testing out some changes to the PJ timer. For those unfamiliar, this mechanic is a grace period of 16 cycles that begins when a player attacks something and prevents them from being hit by another player or opponent or aggressive monster until the timer runs out. With this beta, the PJ timer will be active in all single way and single plus areas of the wilderness, so if a player has just finished PvP combat with player B, player C won't be able to attack them. Other changes that NPCs will now respect the PJ timer, so if the player A is engaged, okay, so NPCs won't be able to attack. Some new activities will be prevented during combat, including the duration of the PJ timer, setting new chinchompas, fishing dark crabs, and mining. Okay, I really don't understand what's changed there. I don't even know. I don't know what the PJ timer used to be compared to what it is now. I think it's like enlonged a little bit. I don't know. I don't see too much different. I mean, I do like the PJ timer and kind of the way they're going with the wilderness, trying to incentivize one person versus another person rather than clans. Because clans running the wilderness is essentially why I've never tried to fight back, and why probably a lot of people have never tried to fight back, because you just can't. The Android beta, we just talked about this, so nothing to see there. Hollowed Sepulchre. I'm actually doing a good bit of this on my hardcore right now, and I'm enjoying the shit out of it, which I never would have thought. After investigating, we've decided to reset all times for Hollowed Sepulchre, both world and personal. This is because we've become aware of certain players requiring impossible personal best times as low as 0.6 seconds. While first looking into this issue, we determined that this was due to a bug, fixed it, and reset any times that were obviously caused by bug abuse. However, the problem was not resolved, so we went back and so basically the records are fucked, so they had to redo them. Okay. Chat changes. All right, we've changed the prefixes of group chat and guest clan chat. Oh man, made a few more changes to various chats too. You can have clear history in group chat if the chat's chat changes. Honestly, the chat changes that they're going through kind of annoying, I'm gonna say. I've seen a lot of people in the clan that have kind of been stuck in the clan chat, as in they can't like talk anywhere else. They have to like type in some weird code to get out of there. My dog's going off right now, so on to the economy. This one is pretty important because, I mean, well, I'm an Iron Man, so it's not that important for me, but for most people, the basic idea is by changing a small fee. Yeah, okay, I got you. Charging a small fee. Originally, we pitched a flat tax of 2%. While it's considerably lower than the rate other games use in their auction houses, we're seeing feedback raising concerns about the impact it would have on player behavior. While we don't mind players doing more direct player-to-player trading to avoid the tax, some feel that old school RuneScape lost precious community engagement when the Grand Exchange entered the game. We'd still prefer not to push players back to the dark days of spamming Wave 2. Yeah. We've therefore agreed to lower the initial rate to 1% and to cap the tax of any given item at 5 mil coins. Alright, I like that. I'm a fan of that. Yeah. Not much more I guess I could say in that regard, but I do like that quite a bit. Personally, the only thing I was not a fan of is the fact that the duel arena, the tax rate there at most was 1%. while they were going to tax the GE 2%. Like, the GE is so much more of a fundamental piece of the game, and Duel Arena is just a place where people can go to gamble. Like, you should tax people that are gambling. You probably shouldn't tax people that are trading. So, I'm glad they lowered it a bit. I just wish the Duel Arena tax would have been higher. Alright, there's really nothing to say here. I mean, simple case, Cook Shark's going to be taxed 1%, expensive item caps at 5 mil. There's really not much more to go through here. Alright. We've also agreed to exclude some items. Most of these are tools used by new players since we prefer them not to inhibit. Okay. Makes sense. Other changes: fixed a bug where the Den's Bulwark special attack was reducing the stats of its target twice as much as intended. Now receive a big harpoon fish rather than 25 soak pages to showcase how many you've got in the collection if you like. Alright, there's really nothing too much there. So, I think that's most of everything for this week. Nice little updates in terms of the tax, the betas, some of the, I guess, the PJ timer maybe, and some of the other miscellaneous changes throughout the game. And also happy to have some more gold sinks. The economy's kind of getting back to normal. Everyone's not freaking out now in the clan chat, so that's good. And yeah, I'm not freaking out either. I'm having a grand old time because I play an Iron Man. That's how it works. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, nothing you gotta do. Just appreciate you for being a Patreon member and look forward to doing this again soon. Until then, hopefully you have a good one. Deuces.